Good morning, all of you. So today I am going to present classification of limestone and dolomite. So before going to classification, first we have to discuss what is limestone and dolomites. Carbonate rocks usually deposited by or with the help of biological organism. Now let us see what is carbonate rocks. So the carbonate rocks make up 10 to 15% of sediment rocks. They are largely consist of two types of rock. First is limestone, where are composed mostly of calcite, whose chemical name is CaCO3, or highly magnesium calcite, whose chemical name is CaMgCO3, and dolostones, which are composed mostly of dolomites, whose chemical name is CaMgCO3 whole twice. Now, the particles which are important for the classifications are allochemical particles and orthochemical particles. So, allochemical particles are framework grain of a mechanical deposited limestone. It has mainly four types, and they are some formed of calcite or some aragonite. Now, orthochemical particles, or we can say orthochems, are matrix and cement that fill spaces, binds allochems together, and lithify the sediments. Now, the major type of allochems are fossils, pealoids, olith, and lime class. So, fossils are solid carbonate remains of organisms and fragment of fossils. Next, peleoid, ellipsoidal aggregates of microcrystalline CaCO3 lack internal structure, mostly fecal pellets of worm, fishes, etc. Next, olith, spherical polycrystalline carbonate particles of sand size with concentric or radial internal structure, commonly have a nucleus for precipitation. Next, lime class, they are fragment of early formed limestone, mostly interclassed from a local source. Now let us discuss with the diagram that how many types of allochems are. The first one is fossils. Here you can see that whole or broken skeleton of organisms. These may range in size from gravels to fine sands depending on the organisms and the degree to which the grains are broken by waves or during transport. Now, the second one is paleoid. Here you see these are spherical aggregates of microcrystalline calcite of coarse silt to fine sand size, or they are structureless, composed mostly of micrites. The paleoids are much easier seen in thin section than in hand specimen because of their small size. Now the next one is oid. Oid have radial and or concentric internal structure, or we can say that these are a spherical sand sized particle that have a concentric or radial internal structure. The central part of each particles consists of a grain of quartz or other carbonate particles surrounded by the thin concentric layer of chemical precipitated calcite, and the layer or coating are formed is aggregated water as the grains rolls found. Now, the types of orthochemical particles, or we can say that orthochems, are microcrystalline calcite and coarse crystalline calcite. So, microcrystalline calcite, or we can say that micrites, are CaCO3 mud, disarticulated agal material, carbonate ores less than and equal to 4 mu meter diameter. Now, the second one is coarsely crystalline calcite, which are also known as a sperry calcite or spirite. They are calcite cement precipitated from pore fluid, or we can say that inorganic precipitation. They usually one or the other, not both. Now see with now see from the diagram. Here you see the micrite. The micrite is the matrix of carbonate rock consists of either fine grained carbonate mud, which is called micrite, or if coarser grained calcite crystal formed during diagnosis called spirite. Basically, spirite is clearly granular carbonate that has formed through recrystallization of micrite or by crystallization with previously existent void space during diagnosis. As I mentioned here, that spirite is equal to the coarse crystalline calcite. Now, there are two commonly used limestone classification schemes are first one is flow classification and second one is Duham's classification. Flow classification based on major allocams and major orthocams. They are hard to use without thin section or they are not as useful in the field. Whereas Duham's classification based on structure and percent grains versus mud or they are more useful in the field. Now the flow classification, if we use it for the name, then we use major allocams as a prefix and major orthocam as a suffix. Here we if we find any limestone consists of fossils, so we use bio, or if paleoid then pale, or for olith we use double O, and for lime class we use intra, and any limestone as orthocam, so we use suffix as micrite or spirite. As I told you, the consist of a fine grained carbonate muds called micrite or coarse grained calcite crystal formed during diagnosis called spirite, or if any limestone consists more than 90% micrite is just called micrite. Now here you see these limestone name is biomicrite, where bio stand for the fossil and micrite stands for the coarser grain, sorry, for the fine grain carbonate mud. Basically micrite means a limestone consists of bioclass set in a micrite matrix, or it is a product of a poorly sorted accumulation of cell fragments and mud. The next one is O spirite. Here you see the O stand for the olith and spirite stand for the sperry calcite cement, or we can say that a limestone consists of it together with the sperry calcite cement. Now this limestone has more than 90% micrite, so its name is micrite. Now the second classification is the Duham's classification. Basically the Duham's classification is based on the concept of grain support, and this classification is broadly categorized into two groups. First one is the depositional texture recognizable, and the second one is depositional texture which are not recognizable. The deposition texture which are not recognizable are known as crystalline carbonate, and the texture which are recognizable are further divided into two broad groups. One, those whose original carbonates were not bound together during deposition, and the second one is the original carbonate formed in place and consist of intergrowth of the skeleton material. Now the original carbonate formed in place and consist of inner growth of skeleton material are known as a bound stone, or the original carbonate not bound together during deposition are further divided into two groups. For first one is mud supported and second one is the grain supported. If the rock is mud supported and consists less than 10% grain, then it is a mud stone, and if the rock is a mud supported and consists more than 10% grain, then it is a wake stone. And if the rock is a grain supported and consists more than 10% mud, then it is a pack stone, and if the rock is grain supported or consists less than 10% mud, then it is a grain stone. Thank you. That's all from my side.